Kayla asked me to help her move this mulch pile, and I came out to do that. And I was gonna get to doing some other stuff later, but well, apparently I ran over something, and I don't know when, but this is not supposed to be bent like this. It's supposed to be pretty much straight up and down here. So I get to fix this before I can do anything. My foot barely even fits in here now, which makes it tough to get onto the tractor. So I don't even know what I did, but yeah. Tractor repairs. Here we go. All right, so as things go, gotta try to bend this back straight. I got my tools out if I have to take it off of there and get into the vise. See, it's kinked a little bit right here. I don't really know how I did this, like legitimately. But there are some bolts on the frame back there, and I'm gonna get a 2x4 up against them and try to pry it back. And if that doesn't work, then we move on to the next phase. Here. 12mm.
Fastener here is placed between the two brake pedal arms, so I gotta put some pressure on the brake pedals in order to be able to reach it. Wasn't difficult once I figured that out, but it's really right up behind.
Okay. All right. So it's just 4 bolts holding this thing on. I'm not even sure how this goes. They obviously put this reinforcement here to prevent this type of bend. Yeah, it didn't work. This also doesn't look like a factory bend here. It's pretty rounded. All right, let me go get this in my vise and see if I can smack it back into shape. All right, it's nowhere near bent back to where it needs to be, and I need some Kubota orange paint, but I'm gonna try to attach this to the side where I'm pretty sure I got this straightened out, and then bend the other part up, because I've been trying to brace it up against everything on earth, and it's just in a completely different shape than it was before. It's not just bent back, it was also twisted. So it's just not cooperating. Wish me luck.
Now here I was genuinely shocked when I got it over to the other side, and it pretty much pulled itself back into place. I don't really know how I bent it back into shape, pretty much back to the way it was. So I got really lucky here. I used some concrete pylons that are at the front of my garage to lever it back into some semblance of its original condition.
Not even hot. I just start sweating every time I'm working on anything. Anything. I can work on sitting down watching TV, I start sweating. That's not going anywhere. I had to say it, it's obligatory. Let's see. All right. One sec. Should have done this. Well, that was out, and I didn't, so that's as good as the bodywork's gonna get. It's not bad. But it's on the step. Functions as a step. All right, so when you choose to stay for lifestyle, things like this sometimes come up. You know, you plan for a job that's gonna be 15 minutes, or you're gonna jump right into something, and then you get out to your tractor and your step's bent. I could have left this and just stepped up in and did the job, but I have a habit of jumping right in and getting things done when I notice them, because otherwise what happens is it gets filed away in my to-do list, and that's basically a list of things that I'm never gonna get to. So when it's stuff like this, I wanna keep this tractor in, you know, as good a shape as I can, keep it functioning and be able to step up into it. I need to go pick up some touch-up paint from the farm store, but I'll get to that. It's touched up all over the place anyway. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed. If you like this type of content, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, let me know. Or if you don't, comment. Say, hey, I don't like this kind of content, stop fixing your tractor. And I'll keep fixing my tractor, but I won't show it to you. And then, you know, we'll know. But anyway, now I gotta get to work. I gotta help Kayla move some mulch. See you next week.